Hi there, I'm Melanie.
And I'm Kay.
And welcome to the Moving for Life Your Way workout. It's a pleasure to be here today. All the exercises Kay and I are doing today are in this book. What do we need to do first though, Kay?
Well, we're going to be using some weights today. Melanie will be using some weights. I've brought a couple of tins of soup in so that if you don't have weights, you'll be able to use those. I do need to remind you that the floor should have no trip hazards. So no pets, no furniture in the way, no rugs at all like that. You should have good supportive shoes on to support your body weight. Have water handy so you can stop and have a drink, as we've both got there. And very important, that will remind you of your breathing, but please take this at your own pace. If you haven't exercised in a while, slow it down, sit down and have a rest. The exercises can be done in a chair, nearly all of them, but please work at your own pace and have a rest if you need to.
Great, so let's get started. Let's take a breath in. Check your posture, take the arms up and down, and check your posture, ribs over hips, knees nice and soft. Let's start with an arm raise. Breathe in and breathe out. This warms up our shoulders, just making sure we're standing nice and tall. Let's do 2 more. Don't go higher than your shoulders here. Last one. Let's do a shoulder roll. Right shoulder, 2 more. Warms up our joints. Let's go to the other shoulder. Left shoulder. Now we're going to do 2 together. Here we go. You can have a little squat if you like. Bend the knees, roll the shoulders. Bend the knees, roll the shoulders. Let's do 1 more. And march on the spot. Swing those arms. Thinking all those positive thoughts. Let's go back to those arms. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in. I'm going to change the arms. Let's give it a try. Take the arms out to the front, out and back. Out to the front, out and back. Can we do 2 more? Yeah, keep breathing. Last one. Let's tap those heels in front. Let's start with the right and tap. How about we swing those arms? You're feeling energetic? Let's do 8 more from here. This helps stretch the calf, prepare your ankle. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Let's bring the feet together. This is a mini squat. So don't go too low, and just make sure your knees go over the toes. Can we do a heel raise? Let's do 4. Good balance here. Warms up all the feet. Now, shall we put 1 of each together, Kay?
I think so.
Knee bend, heel raise. Let's do 1 more. Hold it here. I'm going to take this arm across, push across. And I want you to feel your rib cage twist. Good. Keep your knees slightly soft. Reach. Can you keep your elbows soft but extend those arms? Are you ready to do it a little bit faster?
Yes, I'm ready.
Here we go. And push together. Push. Doesn't that feel great? Okay, we're going to get a little tricky here. Let's do 4 more of these. And then we're going to take the legs a little bit wider. So let's step out wide. A little bend, a tap, a little bend and a tap, and a little bend and a tap. Let's add those arms. So we come across, press, back to the shoulder. Let's do it a little bit faster. Here we go. Down, push, down, push. Oh, that feels a bit warmer. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and last one. Take those arms up, breathe in, and float them down. And you should feel a little bit warmer.
I do.
Good. Let's move on. Well, let's pick up our weights, making sure your wrists are aligned with your forearms. I'm going to start with the biceps. So check your posture. Take the right arm up and down, working the front of the arm. Nice and light with your fingers. Don't grip too hard on these weights. And let's swap to the other side, other arm. And Kay, why are we doing this exercise?
Well, it's really important, Melanie, that we keep our upper body strength just for daily life, really. We need to be able to feed ourselves, have a drink of water, and we need to carry shopping, don't we?
Absolutely. Shall we try a double? Let's do it at speed. Here we go. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. That's a bit faster. Let's do a single, single, double. Single, single and double. Keep your body nice and still. Let's do one more. Here's the single, keep your elbows in and double. We're moving to squats. So standing with your feet hip distance apart, weights can be by your side. Let's go down as if you're sitting on a seat. Now in the book, which exercise is this based on? Do you remember?
Yes, it's sit to stand, and you can do this exercise in the chair, standing up and down.
Let's do one more of these. How about we go a bit faster? Keep your weight into your heels. Let's do 8, down and almost straighten those knees, but keep them nice and soft. But you're using your front of your legs, your back of your legs, your inside of your legs, in fact the whole body, isn't it?
It is, it's a great
Two
exercise.
more.
It's a good one.
Here comes a balance. Now I'm going to do the harder version. We lift the knee, take the foot out, bring it back. Kay's going to change legs. You can work with me if you want to work harder. And I'm going to take the weights.
Slow for a minute to show you.
Kay's moving slowly. I'm doing another 4 on this leg. Noticing how your whole body is having to work a bit harder. Let's do 2 more here. So this is an extension of the leg. In the book, you can do this sitting down. Last one. Can you change legs if you're working with me? Up, flex. Feel that deep stretch at the back of your hamstring. Now you've noticed I'm not even putting my heel down. Maybe you can do 2 legs.
It's nice doing the alternate legs. It's a little bit easier.
Let's do 4 more of these.
A bit easier for wee people.
Up. It's nice to do alternate legs. Let's do 2 more if you're working with me. Last one. Let's go back to the squat. Here we go. And down for 2. And up. Set your shoulders. Making sure your shoulders are a long way away from your ears. Keeping your neck nice and long. Let's do 1 more. And release. Open the arms. Bring them in. It's like opening a door, isn't it, this one?
Open the
So
door.
your rotator cuff. Let's
Close
do
the
2
door.
more. Knees are soft. Open the door. Really good for your shoulders. Last one. And release. The next track is a little bit faster. Are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm
Yes,
really
good.
looking forward to it.
Okay, let's get ready. I still need my weights though. Well, in this track we're going to be working our legs, shoulders and whole core. So we're going to start with our feet slightly apart. Kay's got a TheraBand.
Which
I've
doubles
got
as
the-
a nice scarf.
Great scarf. I've got the weights. We're having a little squat with a leg abduction. So set your shoulders. Let's roll them down. Down and lift. Down and lift. We're alternating legs. So you can squat a little bit deeper if your knees are okay with that. I'm holding my weights to the side. You can hold them in front. Let's do another 4 of these. 4. So this will strengthen the side of your legs, but you're noticing you're also balancing. Let's stay on that right leg now. Down and lift. Down and lift. Now if you want to, you can keep that leg without the squat. Again, this is balance. 2 more. Let's swap legs. Down, lift. Tapping your toe if you prefer, making sure your foot is facing the front. Let's do 4, 3, last 2. Now take the right leg back. This one's for your shoulders. I'm going to be using the weights. Kay will be using the band. Bring your elbows up to the ceiling. This is for triceps. Extend and down. Extend. Let's do that a little bit faster with the weights. Up, down, up. Now keep your elbows facing forward.
And I'm going to change over legs and arms because
I'm going to
we've
change
got the
legs.
band.
I'm keeping going. It's 8.
You can.
7. Make sure your ribs are down to your hips. Can you feel the back of those arms? 4. Triceps, really important muscle. 2 more. Bring your feet together. Let's bring those weights in. We're going to march. Lift one knee. You can swing the arms. In fact, you can even push out. Let's do 4 more. 4. Here comes the tricky step. In the book, it's called the crossover. Let's do, hold it here. We take a step to the right, cross over, step together. And what's that song called? Just a step to the left. Can we do that fast? I know we can. Here we go. Step, cross, step, tap. Step, cross, step, tap. 2 more. And if you step behind, it's actually called a grapevine. Watch out. Is she shimmying yet? There it goes. Let's do a bicep curl for 4. 3. 2 more. Back to the beginning. Hold it here. Squat. And lift up. We'll do that now. Oh, I lost the balance there. Let's do 4. 3. Only 2 more of these. This one's called the clock. We're tapping to the front, to the side, just like the numerals on the clock, and together. Let's swap legs. Front, side, back, and together. A little bit faster. Front,
side, back, together.
Front, side, back.
It's really like
together.
a 12 o'clock, isn't it?
It
12,
is.
a 3, a 6.
Now how about we keep the toe off the floor?
Oh, that's hard. Oh, there's 9 o'clock.
Now you can hold the weights here. How are we going?
Back to the beginning, I reckon.
Yeah, let's hold it here. Let's have a little squat and an abduction. So that means the leg lifts out, change legs. You can make it a bigger squat if you like. You can hold the weights in front. Let's do another 4. So really strengthening through the legs and the glutes. Let's stay on the right leg if you're working with me. Up, down.
I'm going to work with you.
Oh, good.
am.
You can have a little squat and even step here. Let's do 4. I'm really sticking into that squat there. Let's change legs now. Down, up. Making sure your foot is flexed and those knees track over the toes.
Oh, we're getting our legs and our bottom work, the whole area, aren't we? And
are we ready for the march on the spot? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, lift it up. Now if your shoulders are okay, you could even make that an overhead press. 4. Now here's your favourite one, Kay. Let's
Your
cross
favourite.
over step. So step to the right, cross it over, step together, step in front. Are you ready for the faster version? Here we go. Down, tap. Are we ready for the grapevine?
I'm ready.
4. Little shimmy. 3. 2. 1. Hold it here. Set yourself up. Let's roll through the shoulders. Couple more. And we move on to the next track. Everybody doing well? That's good. Let's move into a step touch. So we step, touch. Set your shoulders. Good. Stepping together. 8, 7, 6. Let's do a couple more. Then we're going to take 2 steps.
To the left.
To the left. Thanks, Kay. I get my left and right mixed up sometimes. Let's do an upright row. Elbows high. Don't go past your shoulders. But this one's really good for your arms again. Check your truck. It's still there. Last one. Let's try that slow. So take 1 step, bring your feet together, step the other way. Good. Can you feel the inner thighs work with this
Oh,
one?
yes.
This is a good one.
I can.
Let's make it 1 more. And hold it here with the feet in parallel. Now I'm going to take my right leg back, relax the foot. In fact, I'm going to point the toe. Kay's going to have a little squat and alternate legs. I'm going to work in this position with a balance. So I'm taking my toe back, keep your pelvis level. And you can have the weights in front. Good, let's do another 8. 8, 7, excellent for your balance. You can pop your toe down whenever you need. Let's do 4 from here. 4, and 3, and 2. Shall we swap legs? Yes, please. You're probably saying,
Yes.
set yourself up. Good. Weight forward. All your cores working. You can lift the toe up and keep it off the floor, or you can tap it down in between. Only 8 from here now. 8, 7, Good. And it's 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Let's march on the spot. Doesn't matter which leg we're on, really, does it?
As long as it's your leg. Don't march on my leg. No.
Let's go back to the step touch. We're going to go this way. Upright. Good. Check your point. It's like a big zipper. You've got a big zipper. You come all the way up here. Let's do 4. Great for your shoulders. Great for your legs. Let's do it slowly. Slow. Together. Making sure you keep your ribs over your hips. Spine is nice and long. And again. How you going there, Kay?
Oh, very good. I'm really working my inner legs in this one.
Oh, good. I want you to do 2 more. Then we've got something a bit different. It's in the book. Last one. This is called the wood chopper coming up. So stay on both feet, a bit wider. Kay's not going to use, you're going to use the can. Take your weights up like you're carrying a wood chopper's axe. Now come down to the centre and come up on the other diagonal. Let's go back the other way. Can you feel your abdominal muscles work? Last one at this speed. A little bit faster maybe?
Yes, I'm going
And
just
you
to
can
the
even
shoulder.
lift the toe up. Good, let's start up here. Check your balance, lift this leg off. Here we go. Down, up, down, up. You might not go to the full diagonal. And it's 4, 3, I'm breathing, 2. And hold it here. Let's set those feet back into position here. Let's do some squats. So coming down now for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Up on the 4th count. Can you feel your glute muscles?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few of them here.
And you can do this in a chair as well, this
Yes.
one. Yes.
Shall we do the march on the spot? Here it is. 1, 2, 3, lift the knee. And again, 1, 2, 3, lift up. Swing those arms. Let's do another 4. 3. Let's do another 2 each side. Last one. Are we ready for the next track?
Yes, I'm ready.
And Kay's going to lead our next track.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there.
Home stretch. We're going to work our chest now. So pop that band behind your back as if you're drying yourself with a towel. Melanie's going to use the weights. And I'm just going to push and pull. So your knees are soft, chin's tucked in, core engaged, and you're breathing. Please remember to breathe. We'll do 4 more. 3, 2, last one. And we're going to pop the band down. Melanie's going to transfer her weights to the other hand. We might be able to hold it in the other hand. So we're going to put our right leg back and our left hand out in front. That's tricky, isn't it? And you're going to just hold this leg up, engage the core and just circle this arm. Now isn't that tricky? This is working your brain and it's balance, isn't it? Those little ankle stabilizers are working hard to hold you up. Let's do 1 more please and we'll switch legs. So switch over, other one, change the band over and just start your circles. If it's too much for you, you can hold on to a chair or a wall or you can tap your toe down and keep breathing everyone. Last one, alrighty, now we're going to do one for our backs. So stand on your band, wrap it around the hand there. We're going to be in a split stance and we're going to do this very slowly. So we lift the elbow and squeeze back. You'll feel those shoulder blades coming in towards each other there. Really important we strengthen our upper backs. And some people think, well, I've got to do this fast. Faster is not always better, is it, Melanie?
No.
It's not better. Melanie's working with the weights, which are working really well. And I'm just squeezing my shoulder blades together. We've only got 2 more.
You can even do 2 together.
You can do 2 together. Last one, Melanie might have a rest because we're going to switch over arms and legs. So we switch, actually I'm going to leave it there and just switch my hand. That's quicker for you, isn't it? And squeeze. So you can make this harder by having a short band like me or easier with not much resistance. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, engage that core, strengthen that upper back, breathe out, breathe in. That's it. And only 1 more please. and down. That's it, and back to our, I think we'll just go straight into our tightrope walk. So I'm going to pop this somewhere safe. Imagine you're standing on a tightrope. So one heel to the toe, engage through the core. Now you're going to take a little step forward. That's challenging for some of you, I know. And one more, that's all. Not a big tightrope today. And then back, and back. I'm going to add on to this when we stretch later. And last one. I want to go back to the very beginning, which is our chest workout. So hands under, or the band goes around, knees are soft, and we push. And Melanie's doing it with the weights, and sometimes she likes to do it with the heels as well if you want to.
I do.
Sometimes
I might make
she likes to do that.
shape.
She does. So I'm really engaging my core. Chin is tucked in, I'm breathing. Keep those wrists in alignment if you can with your arms so you're not cocking your wrist. One more. It's back to that lasso. So pop that band in the other hand. We'll take our right leg behind, lasso in front. Now can you remember which way you went? I'm going to try and go the other way. How are you going, Melanie? I've tried to see my way. See if I'm going the other way. This is great for your brain. We actually do brain exercises as well. It's not all just about strength and balance. Let's change over legs. So switch it over, leg in front, core engaged. I'm going the opposite way. If you look at a spot when you do this, just look at something in front of you. It helps you keep your balance. That's a challenge, isn't it? Last one, alrighty. Band down, ready to work our backs again. So step on the band. And we're going to squeeze and down. Trying to keep that wrist in alignment. So Melanie will be doing it slightly differently to me. We wanted to give you a few options so you could see there's not just one way of doing something. Breathe out, breathe in, out and in. That's it. I think one more must change over hands, but I'm going to leave my leg there this time. Don't need to change legs, do I? Alright, and squeeze back and down. And squeeze back. Feel those backs strengthening. So important that we actually stretch through our chests and strengthen our backs. Really important. We'll just do a few more and we're up to our tightrope and our stretching. Let's do 3 more. And we're breathing. 2 more. And last one. Oh, well done. How do you feel?
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
I can really feel
those shoulders back.
Feel that I work the back.
Yes, lovely.
Stretch time?
It's stretch time.
Great.
We're at our stretch. Congratulations, you've done so well to get through the workout and I bet you feel great. Let's start with a hip flexor stretch. So taking our right leg back, that back heel's up in the air and you just tuck under with the pelvis there. Front knee is bent. Bending this leg and just pushing through a little bit. Let's have some lovely shoulder rolls while we're here. And we're breathing. We've done a wonderful workout, a little bit of cardio in there, as well as some strength and balance and mobility and functional work. Let's do one more, please. Lovely. Now we're going to just put that heel right down on the floor at the back. Can you just check for me that your front knee is bent and your feet are parallel, so your toes aren't turned out like this. They're around there and you've got your heel down. And let's do some lovely Melanie butterflies. I call these butterfly arms. Inhale and exhale while we're getting a calf stretch, because we worked our calves today. We did some functional work as well and a bit of brain work in there. It's a good thorough workout. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to put our hands on our back leg and bend it and straighten the other leg. Chest up and we're going to lean forward. You always put your hands on the bent leg and your toes are up. Some of you are probably flexible enough to reach for your toes, or you can just hold your leg there, resting on your leg. So you're getting a stretch even below your knee. This hamstring goes down there and you're stretching through your leg into your hamstrings. Nice deep breaths. Enjoy the pretty music. And coming up, we're going to leave that leg there and just cross it over the other leg and draw in the core through the abdominals and stretch out to the wall. This gives you a lovely stretch through the side. Also, right into the waist and down. If you want a bit of a neck stretch, you can look down to the floor. If you do suffer from a bit of dizziness, just keep your eyes forward rather than looking down. But it is nice to get that extra stretch, isn't it, Melanie?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, we could just stay here. We'll just stay here for the rest of the class, I think. And come up. And now we're going to do all that on the other side. So this leg in the front is just going to whip around the back there, and we're going to do our hip flexor again. So we start with that. We tuck under, back heel is up, engage the core. Beautiful. Some shoulder circles. So you feel this at the front of the thigh, between your knee and your hip, roughly. That's not exactly where the hip flexors are, but that's where you'll feel it. You should try and hold your stretches for at least 10 seconds, 10, 20 or 30 seconds, depending on how much time you've got. But try at least 10 seconds. All right, now we're going to put that back heel down on the floor. I'm going to check my feet are parallel. Yes, they are. Front knee bent. And we're going to float our arms up again and down. So this is a calf stretch. So if you're going for walks, it's a wonderful thing to do. Keep your fitness up. Calf stretch is good to do after you've been on your walk, just to stretch out those lower legs. Inhale, soft arms, and exhale. Then hands on that back leg, and we're going to bend it. Find the heel, and lean down a little bit. So now we're feeling it in the back of this straight leg. And you place your hands on the bent leg. And as I said, if you are more flexible, you might reach towards your toes and bring those toes up. Otherwise, just stay there. And breathe with me. Making sure we're holding the stretch for long enough to be effective. Stretching is just as important as any other part of the class. Let's come up and we'll do a nice release for the upper back where we worked with those bands. We're going to interlace the fingers, bend the knees, and just round out that upper back and pull those shoulder blades apart. And we're still breathing. You can draw the navel in towards your spine a little bit there too, just to get a really good support in the core and stretching the upper back.
That's good.
Oh,
That's fabulous.
it's very nice, isn't it? And coming up.
And then cross the leg over.
And oh, didn't I cross my leg? All right, which leg is it now, Melanie? This one?
Cross this way.
This one. I'm glad Melanie knows what's going
I
on.
was waiting for this one. I need this one.
Yes. Beautiful.
Oh, that's so good for the sideways muscles. Turning your
It
head
is.
down.
It's really good. It goes right into the outer thigh, doesn't it, as well? It's a balance exercise too. And if you do look down, you do get that extra neck stretch. Now, before we go into a few more little stretches to finish off, I just want to carry on with that tightrope one we did. So before we were standing as if we were on a tightrope, and we were just touching the toe to the heel, and we're walking across. That is level 1. Level 2 is to lift the knee up and put it down. It's quite hard. It gets harder as we go with it. It's hard to talk at the same time with this one. We lift it up and go down and up, and now we'll turn around and go the other way. Another level, if you want to progress, is going backwards. There's another one that Melanie's doing. Another one that I'm going to do is go up, or just even leave the legs there and turn the head side to side as you step. So there's a few little things you can do. All right, let's come back to our stretches. Knees soft, core engaged, stretch out the chest. This is a really important stretch to do. You need to keep your upper back strong and your chest stretched for your posture. You don't want to be round shouldered or humped at the back. This is really important for your posture. Now place the hands on the thighs, bending the knees. We're going to do a cat and cow. So we hollow out the back and curve up, and please keep breathing while you do all this. Just slowly in your own time. Don't worry about my timing or Melanie's timing. Just do what feels good for you as long as it's slow. So you're really releasing through the lower back. Keep breathing. There's a cat, and that's a cat curling up there, curving up, and there's your cow.
I call this one the pony.
The pony?
Because that's where you put the saddle.
Oh. Well, there you go. Hand coming all the way up, and roll the shoulders back. And let's just stretch out through the shoulder here, just taking the arm across, knees soft. So I hope you've enjoyed the workout. As I said, we did all those things from brain right through to core and all the other things I mentioned before. I won't bore you again. And across, and you can use the Kansas suit. You can do most of those exercises on a chair. Always stop and rest if you need to. And we'll finish off with a nice big deep breath all the way up. Inhale and exhale down. And that's it, I think. We did well.
High five.
High five.
High five.
High five.
See you next time.